Some of the Undying, I think it honestly has quite a lot of value if Tombstone isn't instantly dealt with in the fight. When you're playing into like summons and stuff, and it's kind of on the side, the zombies slowing everything down, it's actually pretty cool. But again, like with this level of push, this level of grouping, it should be pretty easy then with a Hawk to locate that Tombstone to kill it off. So I think it, depending on the play styles, it can be hit or miss. But I can see why the Tombstone might have quite a lot of value here. But the Skyruff, that was the question mark for me. You know, Fogged mentioned it a little bit there, but you don't really enjoy playing Sky into anything that pushes at you.
No,
and then, like in lane, traditional counters were like Ench, Furion, like Beastmaster, anyone who has a summon in front of you to like poke and prod a little bit and to help buffer from the damage Sky gives. So I'm excited to see how Entity's thought process was, you know, going when they picked this hero. Maybe they have something they want to surprise us with or show a different style, but I am a little bit favoring Brame just because it's just so much push.
It does look pretty terrifying. I mean, yeah, without a doubt, Kataomi has got to have some sort of big impact in the lanes early on and you know, create, you know, a real sort of tough situation for whichever core he ends up being against. Obviously should be the Jug. We'll see how much Nubito cares about it. Ready to start things off. We're going to have a little bit of aggression. We'll try running down them with the Blade Fury, but with the four of them there, they won't be able to chase any further.
30 seconds.
Yeah, nice posturing. And I like the idea of going aggressive, but of course, Brame. I think normally teams do the, you know, Radiant goes up to the top side, Dire goes to the bottom. Nice to see him just set as 5, prevent that early little scuffle. Because I guess that's one thing as well. Like, if Entity gets a first blood and, you know, you block a camp, you prevent Enchantress getting a creep, I could see bottom being quite difficult. But it's all based on, like, giving Ench no game. Like, see here, like, they've already blocked 2 camps in the bottom side of the map.
Yeah, that's true. We'll see if they deal with that so they can find a good creep. And yeah, really just how much they can pressure this Jug in the early stages.
And this mid matchup, DP and Pugna. I've seen some Pugna games where you're able to bully these kind of int heroes mid. You don't really have too much issues. You slowly poke down the tower, and then you can start, you know, making moves on the map and force rotations. And in doing so, you can open up a little bit of time for your, you know, a Tiny to farm or someone else to farm. It is, I don't know how well it will do when literally every hero on Brame can hit a tower at some point in the game. So it's not as if you're really forcing them too quickly around the map. But again, it's on Sky to crush bot lane somehow and Pugna to do well mid. That's kind of like Entity's recipe for playing a decent game here.
Sure, well, you feel that if those two lanes don't, you know, they do sort of fall flat on their face, then this is a game where Brame's line up, when it groups up and starts pushing, Entity just doesn't have the tools to stop it.
Yeah, exactly that. Like, you're not really able to shut down this Beastmaster. And I feel like, you know, Shaman as a hero, as long as you get levels, you're going to get Roshan when you're level 6 with +1 hero. He might honestly go down here.
Yeah, he's got the stick charges. He still has a Fairy Fire.
Oh, he's chilling. Pretty close, though.
Keeping it cool there on that top lane Desire. Bottom lane, Nubito. A lot of damage, but they're prepared. They've got Salves and Tangos. Keep the Jug fighting safe. Back up to the top lane, 11. Oh, he's one hit away from dying, but Chrysalis isn't going to be able to quite get back in reach. He has got a tree, but 11 will keep himself out of reach of the Tiny.
And 11's going for the greedy build, where he went Wand with Casual Branch, and he, you know, no more regen. He's shipping out a pack of Tangos now on the courier. But Desire, he also isn't bringing out any regen, just a single Mango. So yeah, it's pretty nice stuff from Entity in the top lane at least. It's a fat wave though. I take it back. They're actually doing great on Brave. They're gonna farm lane.
That's true. It's gonna be all like
11
range.
creep.
Yeah.
I thought they might be able to bully, but then I didn't look at the where the double creep wave was. Oh, you know, it's early.
Now things down bottom. I mean, so far doesn't look like. Oh, wait, here we go. We'll have another bit of spam coming out from Kataomi, but yeah, Nubito's he's hitting the creeps fine. You know, top CS on the Jug. So far the pressure at the Sand King and Skyruff on the early levels is definitely not getting to him. He's dealing with it pretty coolly.
Yeah, so you saw Spartan, he actually leveled Impetus level 1. He saw that the camps are blocked. He didn't want to bother with a small camp. So he started, you know, poking and just right-clicking rather than leaving the lane, going deeper into the jungle to get a creep. So You know, Spartan just making sure he was present, and of course, you know, Juggernaut with spin. He can also brush off a little bit of this damage. Just, yeah, so far, safe lane, going pretty well. As expected, to be honest, again, it doesn't look like Sky Sand King should really crush that lane, but again, we're waiting for them maybe to have something that we're not aware of.
Top lane. And they drop the Tombstone. Avalanche as well as they move in on to 11. Fishman himself getting low, but he's able to turn with the Decay, keep the strength up, and get the first blood as they bring down the Beastmaster. They'll look towards Desire as well. He's going to try for the TP, but tosses at the red. As Crystalist will catch him out as well. They'll take down both on the top lane.
That just reminded me how annoying it is to play like Pudge or Tiny with Undying on your team. Nice recall there, because when you put the Tombstone down, the zombie obviously spawns, right? So it's super hard to like grab the actual hero.
Yes, yeah.
So, luckily, Crystallis, he maneuvered himself. He was in position.
And was able to find the right one, the big one. Yeah, both carries getting involved in some good action in their respective lanes. Back on the mid, we'll see Spartan heading over. The body blocks from Thug. The TP will come in from Kataomi, but not soon enough to do anything to save Stormer. As the two of them will take him down. Spartan quick with that move to mid, and nothing Entity could do in time.
Yeah, and XP-wise now, you know, DP's halfway to level 6, and Pugna, he's going to be respawning, not even level 5 still. 4, so this disparity, this is not what you wanted from your mid lane, and potentially Brame bringing in Enchantress mid again when Thug hits 6. This could be some tower pressure that they can't really rebuttal early on.
And Nobito at this stage more than happy to be left on his own bottom. He's got the point in the healing ward. He's got the stick ready as well, so should be able to self-sustain here against the Sand King in the 1v1.
Yeah, and that exact move that we love to see with Enchantress has happened again. All right, so Thug's hit 6.
Yeah.
Ench is already mid, ready with the Warpine Raider. Beautiful name of a neutral creep.
Trying to get in for the Pugna. Stormer. And he's going to have to deal with 3 heroes here going from the Ghost are out as well. As they're ready to look for the kill and maybe even more. Kataomi, not much you can do as a Sky to hold back these 3. As Storm has taken down a second time in the mid. Nothing that Entity seem to be able to do to save their mid at this stage of the game.
And Fishman, very deep defensive Tombstone to try and catch Spartan.
Oh, I mean, Spartan should go, but he gets the correction. He's got the Ferret Fire. Nah, he'll still get taken down. The Decay will do it. But, you know, he got the job done. Was able to get in, steal a courier. And this mid tower, I mean, with pre-6 minutes, it gets taken down, T. Does get the deny, but that is still a very, very early time to lose your tower. Especially when you have a mid that, you know, has the ability to push back and blast back. They just dealt perfectly with this Pugna with these early ganks.
Yeah, 100%. Pugna's the hero that you want to be just spamming waves out, going even. Maybe DP looks to ult in a different area, and then Pugna pressures that tower. So completely just reading Pugna, you know, and how he naturally wants to play the first, you know, 6-7 minutes of the game. And this is where it's really difficult as a Pugna, because you now, like, you don't have a tower to play on. Do you want to go to a side lane so early to like pressure that tower? Like, it doesn't feel good. So yeah, this Pugna pick not really having the effect that they maybe thought it should have. And now it's a little bit of a mode recovery. Because, like, meanwhile, look at the top lane. Like, this Beastmaster, he's been in front of his tower the entire time.
They've held it here perfectly. Yeah.
No, exactly, yeah. He's been using boars to prevent some of the pulls. Like you see from his heat map. Thank you very much, production. He has been 1000% farming in his own safety. Other than, like, the death we saw, since then, it's been just a really nice static lane from Brame.
See them starting to make moves over towards the triangle of Entity. Looking for Kataomi. They have to turn with the Shackle to lock down the Sand King as Toby's going to start looking towards them. Gets in with the Burrow Strike. Trying for Desire. And Kataomi's falling down pretty low. Spartan won't be able to finish off the killer. He has to back away with Stormer swinging over. Nobody will die today.
They also had a salve and clarity available, so instantly Spartan's back up and healthy. So not really off map. Compare that to Kataomi. He's the one, you know, walking back to base, having to reset. And this is now the most important part of the game for Skywrath, because where does he go on the map? Does he walk to a lane? Does he TP look for a kill? It's such a difficult game when you have like this decision right now. Because if he goes to the wrong place and he dies again, like, you're a level 4 Skye going to be at, you know, minute 10. It's going to be pretty hard. That's why he's patiently waiting. Like, he's actually not making the move. He's just actually just AFK in base, just really reading the map. Like, boys, I need to see what I'm doing here.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, where is he going to go? He's going to opt with sort of in the middle, goes towards the outpost, and we'll see what he can do top. See what he's able to offer up here with Fishman and Crystallis. I'll look for Desire. They should get him here, Crystallis. Able to get him range for the Avalanche. Take down the Shaman.
That was a pretty heads-up play from the Skye. Like, it sounds like it's nothing, but buying your time in base. Like, you don't need to rush because it's already a difficult game, right? So if you're a Pos 4 player, you know, that's a pretty smart thing to do. Wait until you see an opportunity, or at least you can feel an opportunity arising, and then put yourself in that place. Like, don't rush yourself and don't force yourself to, I have to TP back to lane. I have to try and win my lane. Like, so no, yeah, I respect that. Just patience.
There we go, smoke up from Brain. They're ready to try and push for some more tier 1s. Also see the counter smoke from Entity as they'll move their mid-Stormstormer up towards this top lane. Thugs are going to come in straight away with the Exorcism. They'll go towards Crystallis. Turn with the toss. TP comes in from Stormstormer. They'll lay down the ward. They'll turn. They'll immediately blow up Spartan. But the Roar's out to Crystallis. A Crypt Swarm from a distance takes him down. As they've taken out the carrier, and here comes their own. The carrier Brain. Nubitos turned up with an Omni Slash. Straight in onto Kataomi. They take down a second kill, Brain. And they'll look to keep this push going. Thug is low. Wants to try and get in range with the tower with these ghosts, but Stormstormer and Fishman should have the defense.
I think Entity will be, you know, not too happy, but the fact that they're able to keep the tower alive, prevent one Exo from being another objective fallen. Sure, they trade out, you know, a Skye and a Tiny, but I think overall they're going to take that as a win. Toby was able to farm up bot lane a little bit. They're straight back to top. Even Epping for this.
Yeah, it's going to do it.
There we go.
It's going to do it. Gets them the kill, and now they'll have a chance themselves to push onto the tower.
Honestly, this is really good from Entity. Like, yeah, you trade a couple of lives top, but instantly straight to bottom. Like, you identified the fact that they TP'd to top to try and overwhelm you. So yeah, countering the aggressiveness just from better kind of map movements.
What do we got? It's a beautiful camera work.
Set. Dude, the attack speed's so good.
Anyway, that's time to take a little drink there whilst he's doing the job.
I just love to be in production during that and be like, guys, I focused on a really important thing. We can show it later, all right?
I love it. Back in action, Stormstormer. He's on his own. He's on his own trying to hold off this defense. It's not going to be successful. As, yeah, the 4 of them will easily take him out. And with him gone from the lane, even though they don't have the Exorcism, they've still got the push of the Beast and the Jug. They should be able to find this tier 1 tower.
I think this is where Brain, even in their series against, you know, Gaming Gladiators, when their lineups are so push-centric, they are able to make mistakes at an objective as long as they have the mindset of brush it off, go again. Yeah. And it's kind of the same thing here. When you have heroes, yes, they're doing it. Good job, Desire, you beautiful man. Use your level 6 ultimate.
I mean, they're going to try and stop it, Entity.
Good.
They're coming over. They've got the Mystic Flare. They've killed off the 2 of them. That's the Beastmaster and the Shaman God. And Roshan is very low. There's a Blade Fury and an Omni Slash, so Nubito can get in on this if he doesn't get caught first. He's going to lead him with the Blade Fury, chase them out at the pit.
It's going to fall.
I mean, it's so low. They've got to get in here, otherwise Entity's going to be able to take this one. Crystallis, he's looking to finish up the Roche. He's going to be able to do so. He gets the kill. He gets the Aegis.
Beautiful. Oh, I got all hyped up because I finally saw a Shaman go for Roshan. But, you know, Entity, they're well aware of this being an option. They have a high ground ward outside of the pit as well. So they bring 5 heroes. Finally, we get to see, you know, Toby enter the fight as well on the tanking. And they actually snatch it away. These are the small things you need to do against push lineups. Just stall their ability to want to be super aggressive. And yeah, nice just heads up play to realize that, of course, Shaman can do Roshan so quickly.
C11 trying to go for Toby here, but it's pretty tanky. He's easily going to be able to walk off that Roar. deal with the creep as well, getting that Centaur. Easy gold for Stormer.
And we saw it in the Roshan fight as well. Pugna with Decrepify, you can also target the Tombstone on Undying. So when like this Tombstone is pumping out the zombies, slowing down all the neutrals and the summons of Brame, if Pugna's in position, you know, with Aether Lens, good range, he's going to be able to keep it alive and just prolong these fights and make it a little bit harder for Brame to enter these areas. So that's little synergies there coming out as well from Entity.
Oh, it's looking good.
Yeah, the game it's slowed down for sure for Brame.
Yeah.
They take a top tower, they think they got a free Roshan, and then...
Bottom lane. Toby's in with the Burrow Strike Epicenter. They take out 11. Desire will TP in. Has got the Hex and the Shackle. Does he have the damage? They do. Backups in from Thug. Swings in with the Crypt Swarm. Will get the kill. So the Tombstone's out, and Brame got to consider how close they want to get to this. They're bringing in further back up top lane. Crystallis, he's going to get solo kill. Nubito finds him isolated with the Omni Slash. He is back for round 2, though, of course, Crystallis with that Aegis. Nubito won't try and tackle a second time. Nobody else was heading over, but there we go. Pretty, soon after picking up the Aegis, about a minute or so after, they're able to get rid of it.
Honestly, pretty important. Crystallis was on the way to Shadowblade. That would have been some, 1 minute left on Aegis plus Shadowblade timing. They look for a fight, so yeah, it's pretty nice from Juggernaut to even go for that play. Just taking him off the map. They already made one mistake giving it away. Let's take away that early advantage and make the game back to a nice and even state. But I think we're seeing from Entity, though, like the style of play that they're looking for. They are looking for this more explosive Sanking Initiate with a Pugna Sky behind, overwhelming magic damage. Meanwhile, Crystallis nowhere with the team, just farming up, trying to become, that AC, BKB unit of a hero that can shrug off Brame's lineup if he has, 4 or 5 plus items. So no, I can see Entity's playstyle. They just need to try and find more room to find the pickoffs, because if Brame just decides to group up a little bit more, hug each other a bit more, not be so disconnected, like if on the minimap right now, then it might be really difficult for Entity to have this playstyle. There are opportunities for them to find pickoffs from Entity.
Stormers starting to poke around this mid lane. TPs have come in, meanwhile back over at the outpost, 11. Making sure that Entity can't enter into the jungle there. Desire's going to be caught straight away. Wards down, and the blast from Stormer blows up the Shadow Shaman.
Poor guy, he actually took so much damage trying to cast his ultimate from the ward.
They might find 11 here as well. Trying to at least, but couldn't quite stay on top of him. And yeah, he's going to be fine. They'll turn their attention over towards the tier 1 mid as Entity. They're really keeping the pressure up themselves now. Really playing into the faces of Brame.
I mean, I think they just identified the weaknesses of Brame's lineup, where if they're not together under vision, using their summons and their wards, pressuring objectives, they don't have this like explosive style of, you walk into our jungle, we're going to instantly kill you. Sure, they have a Roar, they have Shaman, but they don't have the damage on top of that to really blow them up. And, Entity's just moving around nicely, picking off the aggression coming to the side lanes. And they're just never giving, they're just always finding these small kills. So Brame delays going for the big push, it feels. Like, maybe you could argue Brame just needs to see through this and just go. That one time, just smoke and go as 5 and give it a good fight. But for sure, the way that Entity's played, I think they've kind of put some fear into Brame, like some doubt in how they want to play this. And you can see that in the net worth as well. Like this Beastmaster being 6k gold, the lowest of all the cores, he traditionally plays so far up by himself, farming up, getting the Helm of the Overlord by, minute 17 or so, around about now. But he's not been able to do that this game. He's had to kind of sacrifice his game, and it's just because of how quick the pickoffs have come from Entity.
So Brame's next move is going to be Nubito on his own at top. Nearly has the Manta. I mean, they'll have to be allowed to get into the fight and not have to concern himself as much with the Skywrath catching him with the seal.
Guy has a blink as well, so Nubito no blink no Manta right now.
It's
if he ever
scary.
steps up, he's just going to get blown up.
He's got backup now. Braim's made their way up. Two of them at least, Desire and Spartan. Here comes the smoke from Entity. I do want to try and go for this jump on the Jug
Link
before
reveal.
he's got Manta. Oh, but already at the side. It's going to be Braim that poke first. The ward's down, they look for Fishman, the tombstone's there, there's the jump, the combo, they blow up Nobito and Spartan. 2 quick kills, and now over towards Doug. Doug's popped the exorcism, but they just take him down with that overwhelming amount of damage coming out from the 5 of them. As Braim, they're kind of crumbling a little bit now. I mean, they're down 5k after the back of that team fight. Entity, they're popping up ahead. And for sort of all the praise we gave the draft of Braim in comparison to Entity, maybe they've just sort of missed the option to get it going. They just don't seem to quite be on the same page, at least not as much as Entity is.
Yeah, exactly that. This is an engagement where Juggernaut was super close to Manta. You look here on the quickfire DP, also rather close to BKB.
Yeah.
If they waited for these 2 items, it probably would completely change the script of this
No,
fight.
absolutely,
But
yeah.
they try for it, right? They're giving it a go, and you know, Entity, they're buying these cheap items to get the surprise factor. And I think, you know, big props to Skyroth Mage going for this quick blink dagger. It will dismantle Juggernaut or any of these heroes pre-Manta, pre-BKB, and we got to see it in that fight, just beautifully demonstrated. He waits super far back. As soon as Jug shows, boom, right on top, 100 to 0s him pretty much with the help of Sand King. The Entity just punishing them, and I feel like Braim, they're going to be kicking themselves. Like they just, it sounds so easy, but we've not seen them group up ever since that Aegis was stolen from them. It's as if they've been afraid to just go as 5 that one time, and that's kind of what their lineup is about, right? Being 5,
Yeah.
and going for the fight, going for the we have this overwhelming push pre 20 minutes.
Looking to farm these creeps of the Beastmaster. It's a lot of gold, of course. Easy 250. Stormer. Yeah, we'll see how different things play out when Braim has the BKBs, the Mantas. And that last fight may have already pushed the game in too much of a difficult position that even with those, Entity, with the lead that they have, are just going to be able to burst heroes down quicker, quicker than they're maybe even able to react with some of these items.
But yeah, let's not get too carried away. I think I myself was also getting a bit carried away. I was like, oh, Entity, but the Braim, like their draft is so fail-safe where as long as they have these items naturally come in, if Entity ever fails an initiation, you know, Sand King jumps in with the Burrow, BKB's defensive use, counter it.
Yeah.
Entity will fall apart in some of these fights. So I think Braim will still be okay. It's just if they continue this style of fighting where it's a bit disconnected, they will struggle for sure.
There we go. Straight away with the dust. And a roar. They'll look for Crystallis. The Omni Slash bounces will take Nobito over to Fishman. Go back over towards Crystallis, but Storm's in with the heal. Keeps Crystallis topped up. It'll just be Fishman that goes down. It's that initiation so far from Braim. Braim are going to continue to try and chase. Toby's already out with the Burrow Strike. And with the Shadowblade back up, Crystallis will be able to continue to retreat. And looks like Braim won't quite be able to catch anything more than just the Undying here.
Yeah, Entity have to stay somewhat postured in this area. Roshan, with it respawning in 2 seconds? Yeah, so Roshan is up. And this is a critical point in the game now. Braim, they need the second Aegis. They have the Mantis, they have the BKBs, they have these items to try and take a fight as you see them just now. And the Aegis is what's going to put them over the edge of, you know, going full, you know, Braim, Spartan style of Dota with, you know, no fear, no cares. But it all starts with being able to get this second Aegis.
There we go, BKB on Thug. So a lot less for him to worry out when he runs in. Only serious physical damage, of course, being that from Crystallis. Everything else, it's going to be feeling rather invulnerable against. Let's see what the plan is here from Entity now. As they split themselves back up, Storm are working on the bottom wave. The rest of the team grouped up around mid. Stormer, he's now going to actually head all the way back to base, refuel. maybe look to join the team and go for another move, but they'll have to be careful. We'll be into this BKB Exorcism and the other ults, the Omni Slash, Roar, and Serpent Wards will be coming up soon as well. So Brain will be happy to fight.
They were happy to fight, but this illusion rune spawned from Entity. The Sand Kings had it kept in the pit the entire time. And Brame had a Hawk from Beastmaster, but because of that illusion, they knew that they couldn't smoke in and try and steal it away quickly. And that's why they just kind of been hitting creeps for a little bit. Posturing now, they'll probably check it again. The illusion's still in. Okay, the illusion just fades. Now Entity looks for their own play.
Let's see what sort of jump they can get.
Brame's
And they're going to find the Beastmaster. 11, he's gone. No threat of the Roar. They also take out Spartan very quickly. The Omni Slash is coming onto Crystallis, but Crystallis is able to back away. Ancient Seal out onto Nobito. Nobito's going to continue to try and chase forward with the Blade Fury. Thug pots the BKB and the Exorcism. Fishman being kept alive by Stormstormer there with the Drain. In fact, he's not going to die at all. Fishman's going to be saved there by Stormstormer's play. In fact, everybody's alive. There was a few of them rather low, but Thug just couldn't finish off any of the targets. He'll throw out a Crypt Swarm, but it won't catch any of them, as he's got to run. He's getting surrounded. Toby's ready to get back in with the Burrow Strike. Desire desperately trying to keep them held back away from Thug, but Thug, he'll still fall. He goes down. Now Entity turn their attention over towards Desire. Spartan's back in the game, but Crystallis, another Avalanche, comes in hitting hard here with the tree. Everybody, a +1 pretty much dead there from Brame. I think Spartan died 2 times in that fight, as now they're up a 10k lead. These fights, Entity's just outplaying Brame completely. Brame's just not able to get it together, it feels.
Yeah, they're outplaying them, mechanically, but also how quick that they're moving, right? You see at the start of this fight, they instantly kill off both the Beastmaster and then the Enchantress. But look at the mini-map. You've got Desire still walking from the mid lane. Meanwhile, you've got Juggernaut, Omni Slash, and Thug using Exo. And at the tail end of this, Thug's trying to commit. Thug's, Nobito, sorry, is half trying to go Undying. But again, this was a 2v5. Like, Sharma just wasn't here. Beast and Ench got instantly blown up. I'm extremely, surprised that Brame looked to take this fight, but also just weren't better positioned to be ready for this type of aggression. Roshan is such an important part of their game plan, but they just kind of let this part of the map be, contested so easily. And normally you see Brame just a little bit more, ruthless with how they play, but a little bit relaxed with farming, a little bit too kind of happy kind of getting some items, and in doing so Entity saw through that, and they've punished them time and time again so far in this game.
Yeah, Entity's playing super well there. This is some top stuff from them. 13k ahead already, 25 minutes in. It's building up fast. Brame, last 2 team fights, no signs of being able to stop this growth from Entity. BKB's now done on Crystallis as well. Full Octarine on Stormer. Entity. Onwards they go into the jungle of Brame. Brame's going to be very scared here.
I just love when new items come into the game and people want to rush them because their inventories look so weird. Like if you look at Undying, for example, Boots of the Bearing, but he's just got sticks of mango and some wards. But that item is so expensive. But no, honestly, it's such a good item. The fact that you get recharges, every 3 minutes. Ench dies so quickly. It gives attack speed to his Tiny. Overall, I'm a big fan of this item. Really nice build up as well. And I think it gives Undying some extra purpose in the fights. To be able to actually ult and get on top of people, get a couple right clicks off.
Yeah, and he's really able to do that as well. When you consider how well, we saw last time, Stormstormer prioritizing on keeping him alive. Making sure not to let his support Undying fall. It's bottom lane. Here comes the push. See how well Brame's going to be able to hold this from the high ground already. Avalanche catches onto Nobito, but he keeps his cool. Lots of damage onto the Shaman. In fact, his eyes are straight up dead. Nobito's going to try and get him with the Blade Fury, but he can't stand close this time. Crystallis is ready to just slap through it. Thug's going to come in from the side with the BKB and the Exorcism. He's going to try and start the defense. Crystallis turns with the combo, takes Spartan down 100-0. He will fall the once, but he's going to be back for round 2. Toby jumps straight in the base, gets the jump onto the Jug. That's Nobito out. No buyback available on him either. jump forward, the blast from the sky. I think that'll finish off Desire. No, Desire's able to smoke. It doesn't matter.
died
Still
too.
hits him. Desire's gone. Chris is in with the BKB. Toby burrow strikes over towards Doug. Doug's got to run. The epicenter's there. He'll get blown up. I mean, this one's over, T. It's starting to feel like
Feels
that.
it, yeah. Ooh, nice little spicy tip from Fishman too. Ooh, okay, all right. A little bit of beef maybe, I don't know. But you know, Entity just taking these fights beautifully.
Yeah.
Just playing just around the map quickly, understanding where the push is coming, where the push has been thwarted, and in doing so, they're just playing with confidence and style. It's the Sky as well.
I mean,
We had our doubts at the start of this game, right, about what Kataomi could have done with this guy. If the lane is hard, how does he recover? The lane wasn't that great, but the way in which he moved across the map,
Yeah, dude, he
found these
smashed it.
kills, he smashed it and
Yeah.
bought that quick blink dagger. Like,
Yeah.
Blink was OP, legit. Like any other item, probably average game, but Russian blink, incredible.
Now they're going to try one final defense here, but they're focusing the Ancient Entity. They've got the win. 28 minutes in, 30-9.